Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top 4 seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Heading left after the handoff. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And I tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami has, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
The shotgun handoff here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. It's an out route, the catch made. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Direct snap to the back. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out. He's got some space. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Oh, just a tough way to start this game for this offense. Throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And they'll start off with a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Back to pass. It's Holstein. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. He's tackled inside the 35, picks up a 1st down. No huddle here for the offense. First down. Looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he can bring it in.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Gives it to the back. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And the wideout goes in motion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Not much on that play, brought down short. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Over the middle and incomplete. Backed up on 3rd down. Let's see what the call is. They need some breathing room for the punter at the very least. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Boy, this is a big play by this offense. They go on the post route. It's a perfectly run route. It looks like the ball is going to be overthrown, but how about the receiver laying out to bring that one in for the big game?
Fights off a defender. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Trying to create here on the move. It's caught downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. Oh my gosh. Just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. You could say not recently. They've had some pretty good players. When you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie
just trucks through the defender. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Sacked on heavy pressure there.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Quarterback drops back. He's escaping the pocket now. Gets rid of it on the move. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's looking deep here. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Canes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Tailback takes the handoff again. Tackle behind the line. 2. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
2 straight runs, 2 losses. Now it's 3rd down and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. On the run here. Lets it go. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. That kind of execution for a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. But he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. Can they catch him? Touchdown, LSU. He's going to score. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
Point after, not great through. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That's caught. It's Little. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Looking to throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down after the incompletion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Breaking free at midfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw yet again. He'll try a pass here. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. He bought some time, now lets it go. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He'll hand it off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The Hurricanes will bring their punt team onto the field. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it lands just short of the goal line, but bounces in for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Receiver in motion now. Play action here on 1st down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit. Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. To throw, it's Holstein. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's going to launch it deep again. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He's looking for the end zone, but is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you gotta have to come up with and make a catch.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And it's good. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Canes will kick this away to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it second and medium. Handoff to the right side. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. And they pick up the first on the ground. Running with purpose. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. To 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. No chance to catch him.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group formation and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They look to throw it here on second down. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
The Hurricanes will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And he's out of bounds here on the return. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. He just came flying in to lay the lumber immediately.
What a great job of timing up the blitz here by the backer. I don't know how this running back held on to the football, because as soon as he got his hands on it, he got hit hard.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the completion made. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here, so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. That completion makes it second and short.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback...
Oh, and he fumbles! Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground, and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Second down play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Little. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And looking to throw now on first down. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football and we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense, it puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
Back to throw again. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They're looking to protect the lead and protect the football. The last possession, remember, ended in a fumble. Fighting off the defender.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Finds his target, and it's complete. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here we go. Here's the option play. Has the first down and more. Also out of bounds, close to the end zone. They can put the game away right here. It's first and goal. They'll run the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Pass is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker down. Might be roughing the quarterback. That's just an egregious late hit. Obvious roughing the passer. That penalty sets up the offense with a first and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Miami offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense inbounds so they keep that clock moving.
That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Offense operating from the pistol. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And here comes a deep shot. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Running with purpose. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
That's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The pass is incomplete, but a flag is down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. They'll try the right side on the toss. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, LSU. And the route is on. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds his man. It's Thomas. The defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's brought down out at the 46.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
And he throws his third interception of the day. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.